Magic tricks are stupid. You made a mistake clicking on this video. Especially a trick like this that doesn't make any sense until the end, where it hits them in the face with a nice little bit of a twist. Whoa. You have them pick any card they want. Let's say they pick the 4 of spades. That card is lost somewhere in the middle of the deck, of course never to be seen by you again. And you ensure this by cutting the cards voraciously, even to the point where you have the participant cut the deck when you're not looking. So they cut the cards wherever they want, and here you offer a little bit of a bet. You say that you're gonna find their card, and in this case you start dealing through the cards and you go, I'm not getting a good feeling about the cards in this pile. Definitely not getting a good feeling of the cards in this pile. Nope, I'm feeling a little bit like your card is definitely not here. Definitely not here so far. I don't feel like I've seen your card anywhere here. As a matter of fact, let's get rid of these cards. I don't even want them anymore. Your card is 100% in this half of the deck. Definitely not here. Definitely not here. No, your card's definitely not there. I'm not feeling anything. Look at these. Look at these. Did you ever have a scar on your left knee? That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Let's see. I think your card is definitely among these. I'm going to say, were you touched as a child? No, never mind. Oh boy, one of these two. One of these two. Just think of your card. Think of your card. Think of your card. All right, great. Your card, sir, right here, the 4 of spades. You thought I was going to get it wrong, right? You thought you're wrong. That's all it is. It's the circus card trick from every magic book you've ever read in your life. But it's still a fun little variation, and I like it because you reach in your pocket, you take out the card after a lot of banter, you could really introduce a lot of bits, a lot of byplay depending on the participant. And at the end of the day, even though it's dumb, this is the sort of stuff they remember. This is the sort of stuff that they go, oh my God, whoa, please, let me fillet you in the parking lot of a Denny's. So don't dismiss tricks like this because you're too busy practicing your little ambitious card trick that nobody cares about. As a matter of fact, what you should care about is right here, the view from down here, my brand new book. Actually, it's not brand new because I'm coming out with a new book this Monday. Of course, assuming you're watching this on Saturday when I posted the video, but Monday, the 25th of September of 2023, I'm releasing my brand new book, which is called The Art of the Squeal. However, if you want to jump the gun and get my previous book, which is called The View from Down Here, I'm not going to stop you. Of course, you're also more than welcome to join the PigCake Magic Academy, where there's over 1,400 videos going over card stuff, coin stuff, some mentalism if you want to join that particular part of the academy. And I'm uploading videos each and every single week. So it's not like I've stopped uploading, and it's not like I've just amassed all these videos and I'm asking you to pay me. I'm always uploading new videos and new content every single week to the academy. And all this is a key card trick. That's all we're doing here. It doesn't really matter where you put the cards, but ultimately what we're going to do is we're going to have them pick a card, and as they're looking at this card, we're going to be taking a look at the bottom card. This is going to be our key card, the card that's going to be very important, because in a moment what we're going to do is we're just going to cut the cards on the table, making sure that we take from the upper half. We're then going to place their card in the middle, and we're going to drop this half on top. Remember, you're placing your key card on top of their card. What this allows you to do is that you don't necessarily know what their card is, but you know that it's next to your key card. And it doesn't matter how many times the cards are cut, as long as it's a single cut, those cards are going to be together. The only circumstance where those cards won't be together is if you cut between the cards and the Queen of Diamonds ends up on the bottom. But if that's the case, you know that their card is going to be on top of the deck. But ultimately, you're going to have the cards cut. They could cut them themselves, and you're going to turn the cards face up and begin to deal them as you go, I'm not feeling anything about these cards over here. Yeah, definitely not feeling these cards over here. And all I'm doing is I'm looking for my key card. The moment that I see my key card, I'm going to stop dealing. So in this case, remember, my key card is a Queen of Diamonds. I don't know what their card is, but I know my key card is a Queen of Diamonds. And the moment I see that card, I'm going to take it, I'm going to deal it face up on top of the pile, and I'm going to go, I don't feel good about these cards. I don't think any of these, yeah, for sure, none of these are your card. And I'm going to take these and put them in my pocket. So when I put them in my pocket, I'm going to make sure that I remember the orientation of the cards, because in a moment, I'm going to reach into my pocket and pull out their card in a sort of, hey, you thought that I was an idiot, but you're the idiot sort of way. Now, for the sake of ease, I like to place these in my right pocket, so my right trouser pocket, that goes there. And the remaining cards, just for the sake of not messing up that pile, they just go in my back pocket. I did that here in performance, but you're more than welcome to do that in your actual practice because it makes things a lot easier. You don't have to worry about putting the cards behind a pile. You can just place them in your back pile haphazardly and it's not going to matter. So here, all you're going to do is exactly that. You take the cards that you don't think belong to them. You go, all right, let me ask you a question. Did you fall off a bicycle when you were a youth? All right, great. That's what I thought. And I'm getting rid of cards. If you were a tree, what type of tree would you be? Oh, you'd be an oak? That's crazy because I got some wood in my pants. All right, your card's definitely not there. All right, just keep thinking of your card. This is getting difficult. This is getting harder, just like me. So I'll tell you what, let me just get rid of most of these. Definitely not your card here. Think of your card. Think of your card. Repeat it over and over in your head. And ultimately, I'm just bantering. I'm just doing some bits. And I get down to 2 cards here and I go, think of your card, think of your card, think of your card. And then ultimately, once I've reached the limit of my ability to banter, I'm going to take these 2 cards, put them away, and I'm just going to reach into my pocket. And all I'm going to do is reach into my pocket, peel off this card, and get the next card, which is going to be their card. And it has a very nice sucker trick style element where you go, think of your card, think of your card. Yeah, that's what I thought. All right, your card is the 9 of diamonds. And that way you could reveal the card. And it's a nice, fun little trick that you could do that really doesn't require a lot of effort. Whoa. Which is my favorite part of the trick. Essentially, it's self-working. You just have to remember your key card. And you have to remember to reach into your pocket and pull out the second card and not the card of the face. But if you want, what you could do is that when you place the initial pile in your pocket, remember, this is your key card. You could place the cards in your pocket. And all you have to do is take this bottom card and place it in the back while the cards are in your pocket. Make sure it doesn't take you too long to do this because if not, they're going to think that you're diddling with yourself and call the police like they did the first couple times I performed this. And when the police find a hole in your pocket, you have to explain to them, no, it's just that I got that hole by accident. So it's a whole thing. But just take the card and place it behind. So now their card is at the face. So when you're having them think as to which card is theirs at the last 2, you go, all right, no, definitely not. And you reach into your pocket quickly and you could pull out their card and it becomes a fun little trick. So don't dismiss these. Don't dismiss these little dumb tricks with easy to do methods. Lord knows that perusing through the Magic Cafe and Facebook and even the Magic subreddit, you just get nothing but AIDS. A bunch of magicians talking about how they can make their lives more complicated using magic. Why? Make it easier. This is a fun, easy to do, memorable card trick. And if it's one of those scenarios where you really don't feel like performing, you could just bust this out. They think they caught you, you're doing a sucker trick, and guess what? You end up reeling them in at the end and going, hey buddy. Or if you're in England, come on, this is way better. Some advice at the end of the video. I recently procured one of these. This is a rocket book. It's reusable sheets of paper. So I like this one because it's a smaller version of the larger pad, which is this one. If you're familiar with the PigCast, I like to use this to write the show notes. So it keeps me organized while I'm doing my PigCake podcast, talking about a lot of things, magic, talking about things that are going on in the planet, relevant things. I use this. But this one is a nice portable one that I figure I could carry on me. It's kind of interesting because you could use one of these friction pens on this and you could use a little wet wipe and it wipes off. But when it's dry, it doesn't. It just stays there. So it's a reusable notepad and it has an app that you could take pictures of, but you could just use Apple Notes or Evernote or whatever. So I highly recommend these bad boys. They're definitely great and you don't have to keep buying dumb notebooks. You could just write, take a picture, and then erase. And you have essentially a million notebooks in one. Not sponsored, by the way, but I should be sponsored. I actually should remove this entire part because you're not paying me. You should pay me if I'm going to promote your product. But alas, I like it, so might as well just tell you about it. I see you again when I see you.